just walking here and listening to the Prime Minister of Australia and the UK addressing their nations about the crisis that is happening right now in the world, about the fuel crisis and the fact that there's a plane taking off. I hope I've got it. And the fact that people are concerned that the fuel crisis are going to be immeasurable in terms of it will be good. It is worse than it was in 1970 during the crisis that happened then. And he was speaking about the fact, no, where do I go? Oh, this way. And he was talking about the fact that people have to be prepared for hard times to come by because of the shortage of fuel due to the war that is happening. The war, yeah, a bit less better. The war that is happening in the Middle East. One country has made us be in this position at this particular moment. That's the US. And expressly, the Prime Minister of Britain has said that he's not taking his country or he's not going to participate in this war at all. Essentially telling the US president to go and deal with this mess. He's not joining the war at all. And it got me thinking about the crisis that we face day in, day out in Kenya. And now that some properties that are destroyed at the, what do we call that thing? Gikomba. Yeah? So, and we are not exempt as Kenyans about this fuel crisis. It's gonna come. If the prices have not adjusted now, they will adjust. The prices will go high because there will be shortage. And you know, these countries will prioritize the people that give them the highest market in terms of production and the purchase of the oil. So this is likely to go to the European nations and the Western world when the Strait of Hormuz opens, and China and all that. And then we will come second. This happened during the COVID time. The medicine and the vaccine were taken to those first world countries before reaching our nation. It is a wrong time to crush people's, to crush people's livelihood, destroying their markets where they get their livelihood. Because this is going to come to bite. The prices are going to go high. And when the prices of fuel go high, what do you expect to happen next? The next thing that is going to happen is that the prices of food will go higher and higher. Remember, we get a lot of our fertilizers through that Strait of Hormuz. And that has been choked. So we don't have fertilizers for our farmers. Already in Australia, the wheat farmers are planting less. I don't know what is happening in Narok at the moment. So you can imagine what is likely to happen if this continues for the next 1 month. End of April and beginning of May is expected to be the hardest hit shortages, because that choking, you can imagine how fast. What is that? That Strait of Hormuz, you can imagine all that is happening in terms of, oh, let the plane pass. My gosh, that's a big jet. All that is happening, it's going to have the ripple effect, and we're going to feel it. So it's not time to destroy people's livelihood, and when the prices are going to increase. This is very critical for us as Kenyans to know what is happening in the world, because then the policies that are made should reflect a government that cares, should reflect people who care about the others, and they know what's going to happen and the ripple effect. Fertilizers are going to be a problem. Fuel is going to go high in terms of cost. And what else is going to go high? Phones are going to become more expensive because of the helium that is produced by Qatar, a third of it in the world. And everything that depends on those things is going to become more expensive. So it is critical for us to think critically about how we defend and we protect the common mwananchi in the country. The developed world is already doing that. I hope us, as a developing world in Kenya, we are doing the same to make sure that our people are protected and our people are in the right place in terms of protection from the government. Probably it's time for the subsidies to come back. It is time to cut the fuel levy. It's time to cut off on those excessive taxes that have been wiping off people's pay slips. And that's how we're going to cushion the Kenyans away from this crisis that is happening in the world. Those are my 2 cents. I hope the guys in power are thinking the same, and I hope this enlightens you on what you need to do